Miss Rochelle. So I don't normally do this, but I feel like I need to go back and do like another one of these because I just watched episode 3 of this and it got me heated. Like heated, Beyonce heated. Like I was livid after I seen it. So spoiler alert, because here I go. So there's a boy and it's a family of 4, 2 boys and a couple or a married couple or whatever. Mom has cancer, mom's dying, and everyone is like grieving. So mom has a stay-at-home caregiver, right? The oldest son, who's the main character of this episode, is like something really off for her. Even a dog was like something wrong with this girl. So nobody was listening or whatever. Come to find out, mom ended up dying way more quickly than they thought. Son was suspicious, and then he was walking the dog, and then boom, saw his dad with the caregiver. So he was like, yeah, no, something really up with that. So she ended up moving in. He's over here trying to tell his dad and his little brother, like, something off with her. They're like, no, nothing's off. Yeah. So one night at dinner, dad was at a conference call, and then boom, she's like, let's go walk. I'll walk the dog for you. So she ended up walking their dog, the dog that didn't like her to begin with, and it was like the mom's dog who passed away. So she walked the dog, come back, dog's dead. She was like, oh, it was on a leash, I'm so sorry, car hit it. And then the son was like, no, you killed the dog, out loud in front of the dad and the brother. And they were like, something wrong with you? And he like, no, it's not. Acting out of school, of course, he has a lot going on. Okay, so boom, she cooked the meal, and during the same meal that the dog had passed away, so the son, he was getting stomach pain. So he was like, I don't know. They went to the hospital to see what's wrong. Nothing was wrong with him. They couldn't find nothing. Sent him home. So he was ill for a few days, and so he upstairs chilling. She, caregiver, now girlfriend, because he saw his dad. She moved in. She cooked him some oatmeal. He was like, why this oatmeal runny? Like, I ain't with that. So ended up trying to take the oatmeal. He got it in the container, trying to get evidence or whatever to let people know like she crazy. He went to one of his quote unquote friends who had gone through the same situation. Both her parents had passed away, and then she was like, no, you crazy, you need to go see the shrink. That your dad was like, you need to go see him because you scare me right now. So right now, no one is on his side. He is by himself, like completely alone with this situation. So he confronted her and was like, she trying to poison me again at dinner. And then boom, he was like, okay, let me flip the script. So they had dinner. He was across from his dad, and then dad was like, you not hungry? He was like, no. You know what? Let me get your plate. So he ended up switching. So the dad was like, it's fine. Girlfriend, on the other hand, was like, no, I cooked it how he wants it. And he was like, the son, wow, what's wrong? What's the difference? And then she was like, nothing. So since that, he was like, okay, cool. So he got his plate. He walked to the trash can, and he was going to throw the food away. He was getting a trash bag so he could save the food. So they were like, what are you doing? He was like, saving his food so I can tell somebody that she poisoned me. I need evidence. So they were like, no, you are tripping right now. Everybody's little brother's crying. Dad's like, what's going on, son, talk to me. And so then he pulls a knife, the son, the oldest son. He was like, yeah, no, don't come over here. Don't come talk to me. Don't come close to me. Like, forget it. And so he got this bright idea to wave this big old gun around. Shorty done called the cops on him. And he went upstairs trying to find evidence, right? He locked the door, all in their bedroom, looking for something, because he think that it's antifreeze. And so, before that, he was downstairs, and he was like, she coming after me, then she gonna go after you, talk to the dad. And he was like, then she gonna go after you, the little brother. And so after that, so back upstairs. So he upstairs, and then dad busts in the room, and then he like, son, like, talk to me. You can go to whoever you want to go to. It's the therapist. And he's like, no one's listening to me, like. And then he's crying. And what makes me mad is that no one's able to really vocalize, like, you are my parent and you should be listening to me as your child and not someone who you met over the course of however long my mother was, like, passing away. No one's saying what they need to say. They over here crying. I'm telling you straight up. Like, why are you believing her? Like, why are you not believing your own son? And then I be going to the parents, like, why are you not believing your kid? Like, I don't. Anyways, back to it. Cops come in. Cops are like, arrest him. So he's in juvie or jail. He's really in jail, I guess. And so after that, he was like, I'm not talking to nobody. I'm not crazy. His lawyer was like, you need to voluntarily submit to a psych eval so you won't go to jail. He was like, if I say something, y'all gonna think I'm crazy and y'all gonna lock me up in an institution. 6 months later, they showed him that he was in an institution, right? So they were showing or panning and doing B-roll of people giving out meds. So he's sitting in like by himself in a chair facing a window. They were like, oh, you got a visitor. Here comes Shorty walking around. Like, why are you even here? Where the dad at? Come to find out, she laid it not easy. She had pure pleasure in telling the son that, oh, your father passed away. It seemed to be from a heart attack right after our honeymoon. Like, and it sucks because dad didn't even see it coming. Like, your son was trying to tell you, should listen to your kid. But anyways, then he was like, the oldest son was like, where's my brother? You know, my dad's gone, but where's my brother? And then she was like, oh, he's not been feeling too well. He's been having stomach pains. Same stomach pains he was having. No one was listening to him, so he freaked out, and he was like, I need to see my brother. Let me see my brother. He called her the B word or whatever. And so it's like, why is no one listening to this child? He is a child, and he clearly is just demonstrating pure emotion when she is around. And yet and still they letting her just rants all around him, come in and visit. And it's like, do you not have common sense? I don't want to see her. No, he's not saying it. And I know he's a kid, but it's like, you're not saying the right things. Like, this woman I don't want to talk to. Like, y'all are not hearing me. Like, anyways, this episode has me like real on edge because I really, really, really hate when parents do not listen to their children. Like, that irks my nerves. But anyways, this was episode 3 of Accused. If you like stuff like this, watch it. If you don't. And I think that's it. Okay, bye.
Inside, yeah. Supply, divine. I like what I like and she love it. I like what I like, I enjoy it. Can't stand you haters, you a norm.